Hello everybody, it's Tanya from Dark Moon Papery here. Just like to first of all say thank you for stopping by, whether you're new to my channel or whether you've been here a few times before. It's a cold, rainy, grey day here in the UK. Hope you're maybe having better weather where you are. So today I want to show you my latest journal collection. And this one's been a long time coming. Generally, my journals do take a long time, but unfortunately life completely got in the way this time. And I think I had about 2 or 3 months where I hardly did any creating at all. So I'm just so pleased that this collection's finally finished. And I'm really pleased with how they've turned out. They went through a bit of a weird stage where I thought, like, oh my God, I'm not... I think I've forgotten how to make journals. I think it had been so long since I've been creating, but anyway, here they are. They're all finished. They're looking gorgeous, and I hope you really enjoy this flip through. So, as with my last couple of collections, they're all quite similar. They've got similar elements inside, but they are all still unique. So they might have similar pages, but I'll have changed the order of the pages, added different things to the pages. And they've all got, obviously, different covers, as you can see. Each of the journals comes with a little antique letter that I've just decorated there on the envelope, and also one of these kind of like faux deeds. I'll show you those in a minute, but I'm really loving how these have turned out. So each journal comes with one of those, and then each journal has a Sari closure, and it has a vintage costume brooch. I've had a collection of costume pieces like these for ages and ages, and I decided it was time to let some of them go, and I just think they look so pretty on the journals like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through one journal, and I'll talk a bit about the journal through that, and then probably the other two I might set that to music. We'll see how much time we've got. So let me just set these other two to one side for the moment. Okay, so here we go. So as I mentioned, each journal has got an antique letter and one of the faux deeds that I've made. So, and I've just decorated them there with a little bit of texture paste on top of this vintage net decoration. And this one's from 1929. Little billhead there. I absolutely love antique letters, really love them. So that's the letter that goes with this one, and then this is the faux deed. And what I've done is I've wrapped around a vintage bookplate decoration and just tied it with some sari ribbon and sealed it with some wax there. Love this gold wax. And when you open it up, so this is like the cover. And then I've got some pieces of ephemera from Finland here. And this is actually 1937, I think. And then on the back, I've attached this gorgeous, super thin railroad ephemera piece, and it's just such a pretty colour. And of course you could journal in this space here, so you've got a little bit of hidden journaling. You could add papers to it, add photographs, little keepsakes, that kind of thing. But I just thought it's just a nice way to, I don't know, display your ephemera here. So there we go, that's those two pieces. And then onto the main journal itself. As usual, I've used vintage upholstery fabrics. I've used vintage crochet lace. We've got some modern embroidered tulle here with a nice bit of sparkly on. And then I've added vintage buttons as well. And then we've got this gorgeous picture of this lady here. This is an actual photograph that's been stitched onto the journal cover itself. Ties with this gorgeous Sari ribbon. I will put links in the comments of where I've got things from, so that if I can remember everything, so that you've an idea of where these things come from. But I just absolutely love this Sari ribbon. And then we've got this gorgeous little brooch piece here on the closure. So let's have a look inside. Oops. Pop that to one side. Let's have a look at the glorious side view. Lots of fabric trims on these journals. And then inside, got this gorgeous little lady here. Absolutely love that postcard. That's a French postcard. And then I'd made these tags quite a while ago, just from pieces of ephemera. These gorgeous Will Cigarettes cards. I have a whole set of roses cards, and they're just beautiful illustrations. Nice bit of ledger on the back for you to write in. Nice lace. And then here we've got, I think this is like a check stub. A little photograph there. The journals are quite stuffed with ephemera and nice little interesting bits, but there's still plenty of space for you to write and add your thoughts and experiences to the journal. Then on this side, this is another postcard photo, probably, I don't know, maybe 1920s, maybe late 1920s. And I've just added some texture paste and some paper scraps and a scrap of my exceedingly precious 1920s metallic lace. I don't know if it catches that on the camera. This lace was salvaged from a 1920s dress, and it's just the most precious lace. We've got a vintage book illustration here. I do love my flower books. Some nice ledger, and I love this stamp. This stamp's just gorgeous. Moving on, we've got some lovely scrappy bits of lace and things there. This is part of a French check. I don't know if the camera's close enough. Maybe I should move that down a bit. There we go. Sweet little baby. And all I've done is just added some gilding wax to the to the edge there to give it a nice little hint of gold. I really like using the gilding wax because it's a nice kind of vintage colour, and it looks quite like the gilding that you do see on old photos, old ephemera, that kind of thing. Got a little bit of 1930s beaded lace there on the edge. In fact, I'm going to move that camera down a bit further as well, so that you can have a closer look. Love the Sari trims. I do love my Sari ruffles. I've got more little bits and pieces. Little piecework voucher and a little piece of French ephemera there. Some vintage lace here. And another of the gorgeous Will cigarette cards that I've actually made into a tuck spot on this vintage music sheet. Now, over the page, this is one of my most favourite pages out of the whole collection. I made these tags. Oh, can't get them off. Unfortunately, I broke most of my nails, and that thumb in particular is very sore. Why is it your nails always break when when you know you're going to be filming and they're going to be on camera? There you go, never mind. So this is one of the tags that I made recently. You might have seen these on my Instagram. It's just book pages there, little bit of ledger on the back that I dyed blue, and then this gorgeous image. This is from a ruby and pearl printable, and then I just added the texture paste with a rose stencil and a little French stamp there, and I just love this tag. Just love this so much. I think this is maybe one of my most favourite tags as well that I've ever made, and I just love this page. This is another vintage book page. There's a little tuck spot there as well that you can add things to. Pop that back. Do love that page. And then moving on, we've got some nice vintage ledger there, and I've just added a little playing card. I love the illustration on that. Little repair tag there, and this is a gorgeous piece of very vintage Sari with this Zardosi embroidery on it. I've not got very much of this left at all, so I literally only have scraps. So it's a precious little piece of Sari there. And then this is just a scrap of some of the fabric that I've used in other journals. They came out of a fabric sample book, so they've still got the backing on. But I just thought, you know, it's just a nice little textural piece that you could maybe add something to. Do a little bit of journaling on the back. It's not super vintage, but I thought it just went really well with the page there. This is a little antique linen button. And then over the side, this is actually a French it's correspondence. I think it's all I think I had a selection of French correspondence and bill heads and that kind of thing, and it was all to do with cognac. All to do with alcohol. I like that very much. That's from 1941. And then over the page I've just added some little scraps of paper that you can use for journaling. Little bus ticket there. And all the paper that I've used otherwise in the journal is hand dyed paper, and I absolutely love putting this gold powder on, which the name completely escapes me now. I want to say illusions, but it's not illusions. But never mind. I'll try and link it if I remember in the comments. But I just love adding these powders. You add them to the paper when it's wet, when you've just dyed it, and it spreads out in these wonderful patterns. Don't know if you can see that properly on the camera. And then I just add the gold powder on top. Just love that hint of gold. Got to have some gold somewhere. And over the side we've got a sweet little repair tag that I've just added some vintage lace, antique book page, and another of those gorgeous Will's cigarettes cards. I just absolutely love those. I love the illustrations on them. The flower ones are particularly gorgeous. Then on this side, this is a page from an Edith Holden country diary. And again, another gorgeous stamp. I was lucky to get hold of a collection of stamps, all flowers, that I got from eBay. And they're just lovely little works of art, aren't they? Other side, yes, another cigarette card. I have tons of them. Just on a little scrap of French book page, and then we've got some more texture paste at the bottom there. Love this colour of Sari. And then over this side, this is one of the tags that you might have seen that I made just recently. Love this image here. These are made from ruby and pearl printables. I think this is, it looks like an invitation, but I just love this black border here. Don't know if you can see that. Just added some more scraps there, and more of this antique book page. I think it's part of maybe a German Bible or something like that. I'm not quite sure. And then just some handmade paper on the back. Had great fun making lots of tags with ruby and pearl printables. I'm sure many of you will know who I'm talking about. You'll have used lots of her printables. She just has some amazing images. Some more bits of ephemera here. Love the texture of that. Listen to that. The rustle of old paper. 1915. It always amazes me that paper survives this long. And especially things like this, you know, because, you know, most people would have just thrown them away. So it's lovely to give them new life in a journal. Here's another of the tags that I made. Again, ruby and pearl printable. Love these little girls. Aren't they so sweet? Little bit of vintage book illustration. Nice space on the back to write. And these are just paper doilies that I dyed and just added a little bit of that gorgeous gold powder. And then on this side, this is actually one of my printables. I had lots of Victorian and Edwardian scraps, and this was one of the cards, and I just love that image so much. On the original card, this is like a really shiny gold, but I think it's transferred really well to a printable. And then this is actually one of the Will cigarette card books that I cut up. Still has the cards attached. Just so pretty. And then this is a Taifu tea card. And I was quite lucky to get these. You don't often see this style of card. Some nice crochet vintage lace there. I'm going to skip a bit. Skip a bit over. So this is the centerpiece, which all the journals are kind of got the same style centerpiece. This is a book page out of a book called Shakespeare's Flowers, which I absolutely love the illustrations. They're absolutely gorgeous. And then I've layered that with a vintage ribbon work doily. And then this is a ruby and pearl printable. And it just feels like a really lush centerpiece for the journal. And I just loved how, you know, it kind of happened by accident. I kind of just happened to put these pieces down on the desk and just thought, oh wow, they look so great layered together. So there we are. Really like this centerpiece. And you can see that there's a clip from something I've clipped on the other side. You could maybe clip something here, or you could even put some nice paper there and journal on this side. So moving over again. This is, again is I made a whole bunch of these photo tags. These photos are from a 1920s photo album that I got. Lots of lovely photos in, and I actually cut them up because for most of them I just could not get them off the backing card. So I actually cut up the album, and then all I've done is just add a little bit of that gilding wax along the side. And then this is a piece of very old book page. It's so thick, it's like card. It's got a lovely texture to it, and it's got all this lovely patina on it. And then I've just added a scrap of vintage lace and more texture paste. I do love my texture paste. And on the back, I've just put a scrap of ledger so that you can write on there. And here is another tag that I've made, ruby and pearl printable, more of that German Bible. I think it's a Bible. I'm really not sure. But this is gorgeous, kind of like a rag paper that it's printed on. It's and I just love the text. More now, what's the name? Oh, Redoute Roses. I have a book, not so vintage book on Redoute Roses, and this is one of the illustrations from that book. Little bit of paper on the back to write on. Little typewritten letter from May 1936. Just love the texture of old paper. Love this page. You can just see that hint of gold there. Don't know if the camera picks that up. And then this is modern embroidered tulle, but this is actually antique lace here. And then here we've got an antique postcard photo. I've just sewn some scraps on, a little bit of vintage Sari there. Aren't they just adorable? Just gorgeous. And then on this side, more of those gorgeous stamps. and then just a lovely piece of vintage net Sari, and I just love the sparkly bits on it. This is the other side of the Edith Holden book page with a lace pocket there. And then this is more Finnish ephemera. They're like sort of like a, I don't know, I don't know whether they're like receipts or something like that, or some kind of postcard. But I've just made them into a little pocket with another Will's cigarette card in. So this is like a floating pocket that you can move around the journal and fill with bits and pieces. Some more of this vintage crochet lace. I love this because it's so textural. It's quite thin and just lovely, lovely patina on it. On this side, I've got part of, I think it's a Japanese songbook, not quite sure. Little butterfly card there. And then, oops, another tag that you may have seen on my Instagram that I made just recently. More of that heavy book page. More of the Shakespeare flowers illustrations, just trimmed with a bit of lace. A little bit of paper on the back. Love that. And this is the other side of that French correspondence about cognac. And then on this side I've attached a flip out. This is a letter from France, and it actually opens at the top here. The letter's from 1960. Nice handwritten letter there. It doesn't want to go back in. Right, oh, I won't worry too much about that for the moment. This is some old wallpaper here that I just used to kind of like strengthen and decorate the page. See if we can get that back in. It does go in. We'll wrestle with that later. And then this is from a batch of photos that I got. Oh, we're not doing well with the wrestling, are we? Right, I'm not going to try and undo that right now. This photo, I got a whole bunch of photos, vintage photos from Norway, and this is one of the photos from there. And over the other side, another one of my most favourite pages in the whole collection. So I've just added this image. This is actually an image from one of my own postcards that I turned into a digital. Little bits of nice book paper there. Just love that. Love the colours. Love the green. The illustration on the other side, I didn't on this book plate. I didn't think was too interesting, but you know, with the addition of all this, it just, you know, elevates it to another level. And then this is the other side of that illustration. So this is actually modern trim, but it looks very vintage. So I really love how that looks. Then we've another tag that I made from Ruby and Pearl Printable, just a scrap of ledger and more of that book page. I'll be very, very sorry when I've used all these book pages. And some more nice bits and pieces here, some nice tickets, because we all love tickets. And then this is a share certificate stub. I just love this paper. Listen to that. And it's just such an unusual colour as well. More Sari, of course. And then this is more of the calendar page, French calendar page. The vintage French check, 1931. Lovely playing card. Nice little tickety, receipty thing. And then just a little scrap of wallpaper. So you could use this to make a pocket somewhere in the journal, or you could use it, I don't know, to make tags. Another little tuck spot here with that Japanese songbook paper. This is more vintage flower page. And I love the blue of this crocheted lace. Love that. And then I've just trimmed this page with just a bit more of the net sari to give a nice ruffle. And then lovely clear blank page, so there's plenty of scope to do with this what you will, plenty of space to write. And then this is more from the Shakespeare's flower book. And again, you could add some paper there, or you could stick something there. You could stick photos on there, you know, whatever you like. And the wallpaper that I've used to cover the inside, it's not very vintage, but isn't that rose gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. So there we have it. That's journal number 1 in the collection. Now, as I said, the other journals are very similar. I'm conscious that, you know, time is marching on. So I'm not going to go through them in great detail. I think what I'll probably do is set it to music. my latest journal collection full of pretty ladies and lots of ephemera and lots of goodies, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this flip through. Well done if you've managed to stay to the end. I know the flip through of 3 journals gets to be quite long, but I do appreciate you watching, and I really appreciate your comments, so do let me know what you think of the journal collection. Journals will be in my Etsy shop by the time the videos are uploaded on YouTube. If you want to take a look, I'll post the link in the comments. And I'll try not to make the next collection so long. Hopefully the next lot will be ready sooner, but I am planning on doing some little mini tutorials in the meantime, so do stay tuned and watch out for those. And in the meantime, have a lovely day, have a lovely evening, whatever it is you're doing, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you again for watching. Bye bye.